Hey everyone, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil and it's time to talk Taskmaster Series 1. Since it's been a couple of years since I saw this series the first time, I forgot that it was only a 6-episode run. And so here we are at episode 4, already in the back half of the series. It's flying by. Each episode, it feels like we're revisiting these classic moments that have become sort of iconic Taskmaster moments. You forget how many of those are packed into each series. So I'm excited to see which ones we get in this episode. Again, I forget the order of these episodes, what tasks are in what, which tasks belong to what series even. I don't have crystal clear memories of all of that. So entering each episode is always a bit of a grab bag for me. I'm looking forward to seeing what we get in this one. Let's jump right into it. This is episode 4, and they call it Down an Octave.
Alex?
Yes?
Do you want some banter or straight in with the show?
One of each. I feel like I have learned so much from you. Okay, so the show, and this time you've asked them to bring in their most beautiful item.
I've brought in a country mouse themed vacuum cleaner cover.
That is not beautiful.
I was blown away by it, as they say in the vacuum world.
Surely sucked.
Well,
I have a magic eye of Greg Davies. As naked as the day he was born. I can see it and it's beautiful.
I've brought a cardigan that is the most beautiful thing I've ever owned. I've been stopped in the street more for wearing this cardigan than for anything I've ever done on television.
Okay.
I think you should take that less as a compliment on your cardigan and more.
Shut up!
Who thinks it's an awful cardigan?
it's a brilliant cardigan if you need to hide in a church.
When my wife gave birth to our first son.
That is such a lovely story. Go on.
Well, it doesn't have a happy ending, unfortunately, because he is a shithead now. But a little statuette to symbolise the love between mother and child. My wife's doesn't look like that.
She hasn't got a perfect sphere for a head, no?
You are not this person at all.
Listen, I'm just showing another side of myself, all right?
I don't want to ruin the birth of any of your children, but it's a horrible piece of tat, isn't it? Tim, what have you brought in? I can tell you now, you're not going to be last.
Are you shitting me right now?
I've bought a flight to Cologne to visit the cathedral.
Oh my God, that is genuinely...
Why's it got my name on it?
It's a day trip. It leaves at 7 from Luton Airport.
Well, that's perfect, because you get a full day there.
Yeah, you get a full day there.
Actually, I do live near a Gatwick, though.
Well, okay.
Oh, sorry, Romesh. What happens if Roisin does win? She'll have to disguise herself as Romesh.
Easy, mate. I just ran everywhere.
Yeah.
On the plane.
That's not the biggest difference, by the way.
Because it looks weird if you book a ticket just saying, who's going? I don't know.
Do you want to do 5th place next? It feels you've made that decision.
Do I need to?
No, fine, I've got that.
Okay.
Whoa. What's fifth? What's fifth?
Well, you'll find out in a minute. I'm going to read the others out. In 2nd place, it's going to be Josh. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first round, Mr. Tim Kay.
Luton to Cologne. Was that a 19-pound flight?
Make this ice block disappear as fast as possible.
Hot water is surely the best way.
Yeah.
There's no fire, is there?
What's disappeared?
It's up to you, Tim. So obviously, this is a temperature-raising exercise.
You either melt it or you bury it.
You feeling confident, Frank?
I've already thought of 3 mistakes I made.
The tie?
I feel that cleverer people think, oh, I know a good thing to do.
I'm going to put it in the bath and deal with it in there.
Quite slippy. I'm assuming there's hot water.
Yeah, this seems...
Get as much hot water on it as possible. Manoeuvre.
Yeah, this all seems appropriate.
That's fine. I'm going to throw this in the oven.
Oh. Okay, so, I mean, I think they're going to be successful here. It's just about a matter of time.
Look at that, just that last bit. That's really close there. Really close.
17 minutes and 4 seconds. Whoa. Melting the clock.
For Josh.
Frank, 27 minutes and 28 seconds.
How was Josh better than Frank? It looked like
He
Frank
melted
was...
it quicker.
Am I over it? Am I over it?
Lovely. That's getting it. Working.
Guess that'll do it, but why not take it inside?
You just hold that for 1 second, Alex. Got it? Very similar.
Just hitting it with a wooden stick.
So, can you also take this pot in and boil me up a pot of water, please? Alex, can you come and take the hair out of my mouth, please? Can't see any more ice?
Okay.
Congratulations, I've stopped the clock.
No idea whether that was fast or slow.
I thought it was one of your strongest performances to date. Really
We
impressive.
were a good team, weren't we?
I don't know how fair it is to be using Alex to that extent.
He is your PA.
He is my PA.
He only helped me a little bit. He didn't help with the...
Only help you a little bit. Took the hair out of your mouth.
Down an octave.
It was beautiful, but it was slow.
What was the time then?
It was just over half an hour, 30 minutes and 20 seconds.
Shame, because it was otherwise uncharacteristically competent. Alex, could you answer me a question?
Mm-hmm.
How many baked beans do you think there are in a can?
There is no way of knowing that sort of thing.
There is if you're the Taskmaster.
Count the beans in the baked bean tin.
Classic! I know what's coming. This is...
There are 406 beans in a baked bean tin.
Thanks for that, Josh. Much appreciated. Right.
Did no one else do that?
No.
Are you kidding? What?
On with the show.
No, we're not getting any points for that.
That's correct. Closer to finding out who's going home.
Look at his face.
Can I throw it in the river?
Is it dumping?
I don't think it's dumping because it's a bit like water, isn't it?
It's a bit like water, indeed. Is this the Thames? Are there other... There must be other rivers flowing into the Thames near London.
I've not stopped the clock yet.
Why?
It's not disappeared.
What?
I can still see it.
It's gone.
Still see it. It's just there. It's just bobbing down the river.
I think stop the clock. Horne,
It's disappeared.
it's gone.
It's disappeared. I gave him a time of 13 minutes and 40 seconds. That's when I could not see the ice anymore.
That's really fast. You couldn't see it, but does that mean it's disappeared? That's going to be still visible for ages in that
shut
water.
Did you follow it down the river?
Well, we didn't, but I mean, I imagine there is someone who's further down the river to whom that has just appeared.
Your definition of something disappearing is Alex can't see it. Oh, do you want to see my hand disappearing? Oh,
It's gone.
That's gone.
Oh, no, it is
I've
still
only
there.
got one hand now.
It's still there.
Are you a fucking child?
Sadly for you, I am a child who's in charge of this fucking show. I haven't seen Romesh's attempt. I imagine it's subtle.
No?
No?
No.
Okay, we're crushing it, but...
Yeah, maybe.
What disappeared?
Oh,
Literally smashing this. Do you get it? I'm done.
All right. I don't think that was quick.
I mean, that footage looks bad.
Well, Romesh is right. It looked bad, and it was bad. It was 47 minutes and 30 seconds.
I really thought I'd done well on the day.
Yeah. You really haven't. So, Key, last.
oh no, come on. What I did was an inventive way of getting rid of this damn ice.
Yeah, so Josh Widdicombe is the winner of the
Josh
show.
Widdicombe is the winner, ladies and gentlemen. How many spaghetti hoops are there in a can of spaghetti?
Oh no.
There's no way.
They
of
made him
knowing
do
that
it
sort of thing.
twice?
There's no way that anyone would know that.
45, 31, 32, 33, 433.
Thanks, Josh. Much appreciated.
How, in the first episode where I'm actually winning, do I feel the saddest I've ever felt?
This is triggering memories, but I can't remember what this is about at all.
2
Oh.
squash rackets.
Team tasks.
Get to 11 points as fast as possible. Your time starts now.
What the hell does that mean?
How do you play squash?
I don't know how to play squash.
Get to 11 points. And it has nothing to do with playing squash.
Roisin, Josh and Romesh, I'll just ask you a quick question. Do you now know how you scored points in this
To
exercise?
be honest with you, my levels of trust were quite low before this, and then I was just bullied in a squash court.
At squash or at anything? At what?
It's the Taskmaster system.
The east is pointy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've done it, haven't I?
Oh no, you're still on 0.
No.
Just eat a cake, Frank. Fucking hard to get a point. I want to do it at least once.
Check out the picture. Oh.
One.
Did you say something?
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Points. 2 points.
Swearing.
Wanker.
He said once and got a point.
Do we have to... We can do this.
Don't think we can.
Pessimism. You lose a point for pessimism. Everything's going to be okay.
Oh.
I feel confident.
Shaking his head's negative.
Nodding.
Well, I've worked out how to lose points.
No, but there must be another gesture if we touch our heads, say.
Okay.
I can't remember anything in my life I've been more excited to discuss. Oh, wasn't it fantastic?
Oh, it was amazing.
Must have been horrible not to work it out at all.
Yeah,
I mean, we were trying everything. At one point, Josh was counting baked beans and...
well, I do, but presumably, 1 point. What? I serve, it's got to go in this box. Oh, what the sh...
Put them back. Put the racket back.
Racket.
Them.
Back.
You've got 2 points to that corner, so somehow.
Why? So
Oh.
Oh no! Is it words that we need to say?
words.
It's questions, isn't it? Yeah!
That's what you get!
So who did it faster?
I know what happened, but even watching that, I was just going, touch your head.
The children, they took 11 minutes and 12 seconds. The grown-ups, 18 minutes and 1 second.
I mean, that is literally monkeys in front of a typewriter.
Is Tim older than any of them? Are they really the kids?
That the grown-ups, they worked out the system, so they should get 1 point each.
Fill an egg cup with as many tears as possible. You have 20 minutes.
Tears.
I don't want to sort of spoiler alert my VT,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I was shit at it.
Is this how to do it? Is it no? Gotta be high. Ow! Oh, look. There. I think I've dried out. End with some dignity.
It's good commitment to the cause.
Have you ever rubbed onions on your face?
Better
Weird, right?
better than doing
I've got a
hot
little
sauce.
Don't.
But not that successful. 7 tiers in 20 minutes. It's all
How's
right.
that not successful?
Like numbers-wise, like 7's one of the small, like 10 and 11.
Yeah, I know about counting, mate.
And that's why I give you my special jobs.
Can you get the full Monty out? When they're in the post office and the kid draws out all of his savings.
Still Magnolia, Save a Christmas. Bit where Julia Roberts dies.
You tell me what to type.
Powerful art.
Powerful art. Well, that's powerful.
Neither of them got anything?
Powerful art.
We've got the image here. It's powerful.
Wow.
Didn't start me crying, unfortunately.
Tim also watched E.T., bit of the Full Monty. No tears, not a single tear.
You want to pull some nasal hairs out, mate? That'll do it.
Yeah.
How many tears did Roisin get?
The same. So, also 0 tears.
Oh.
Got some hot pepper sauce. Oh shit. Fuck. Oh, well that's the money shot. You know what I mean? Oh shit. I can't see anything but tears now.
Good effort. Good effort.
I think I'd do that, but I think I'd be regretting it the moment I did it.
How many tears?
10. Pretty
Wow.
good. 10 tears. 10 tears.
In the lead so far. But we're saving Frank for a reason.
It doesn't have to be my tears, does it? Can I use the entire team? Just a boy and his dog, we were both full of fun. I stroked the best friend that a man ever had. It's a weird thing to hold the tears of 4 or 5 different men in your hand.
How many did he get? Did he beat
How are you
10?
feeling about that chili sauce decision then?
I wish I'd thought of it.
Lateral thinking.
Frank with 12 tears squeezed out
Oh.
of us. Is the winner.
And it may not seem relevant, but it's been on my mind for a while.
Oh no.
What is it?
How many grains of rice are there in a bag of rice?
Oh no.
No way.
Oh, it's a lot of rice.
250. So 500 is 25,000 grains. You feel like a loser, but then you realise you're not the one that's having to watch this 5 times. So I don't know who's the bigger loser out of me and you on this one. I genuinely think I deserve a point.
Memorise the names of an Australian rules football team. Most accurate wins.
Oh, God.
It's what we call high-pressure socialising.
I would be so terrible at this.
You'll then get given 3 randomly each that you will then introduce to Greg Davies, who's the Taskmaster.
Oh no.
Is it first names or full names?
It's sort of Aussie rules names.
So every name is going to end with O.
This is Chisel. What's
Chisel.
your name? This is Grillsy. This is Reggie. This is Gordo. This is Blanket.
Blanket.
This is the Yank Tank.
The Yank Tank.
Carrots.
Oh, I'd be so shit at this.
This is
Yank Tank?
Blanket,
No. Oh, is that?
and this one is what was it again? It's not the Steve.
Steve, okay.
Steve.
Chisel. We'll come back to you. No, we'll stay on you. Yank Bank
Yank Tank?
or Wank Plank?
Izzy. Trev. You were very fast. So it's a short name. Moira.
Well, this is just going to be 3 names that I come up with. This is Snoop Dogg. Okay, so this is my mate Trev,
Yeah.
and this is Jane.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to get rid of that figurine.
What's it, Romesh?
This is Dina.
Yeah?
Yank Tank.
No.
And this is Mr. Naughty Boy.
So, when I blow my whistle, if you have been named correctly, please could you turn and face the front?
Not a lot. A lot of 1 point scores there.
All of our contestants got a singly unimpressive 1 person each.
5-way tie. Does nothing.
Can't imagine how that's affected the final score.
It hasn't.
I should announce that I am giving Josh Widdicombe an extra point for being such a good sport during his counting activities.
There was one winner pretty much throughout. It's Mr. Josh Widdicombe.
Josh Widdicombe wins!
Low scoring episode.
Good night. Josh Widdicombe!
It's an unpleasant cardigan. So I think this episode, probably not remembered for the tasks themselves, but rather for the private tasks that Josh got in this episode. Count the beans, count the whatever you guys call those little pasta rings, and count the grains of rice. But let's go through the tasks first. Again, a relatively simple prize task, at least topic-wise. The most beautiful thing. I don't feel like I was particularly impressed by anybody's offerings, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is super subjective, and I don't think contestants were thinking enough back in the day about what would Greg find beautiful. The magic eye was a fun twist on it, but yeah, not a particularly memorable prize task in my mind. Then, make the ice disappear. I'd be interested to see what would happen if you put a task like this deeper into Taskmaster's run, when people had a better idea of how to play the game. Because this is the kind of task that makes you think there's a lateral solution, but I think the best solution is just do what Frank and Josh did and just get this stuff in hot water, break it apart, get as much hot flowing water over the ice as quickly as possible. So get some in the sink, get some in the tub, put some on the stove top, put some in the oven, just go as fast as you can. And the lateral solution maybe doesn't work. Because my first instinct, if I'm going to tackle this one laterally, is bury it. But the way Greg was accepting or unaccepting of the lateral thinking solutions in this first season makes me think that I would have been disqualified for that one, much like Tim was for throwing it in the river. My personal thought is if Tim and Alex and the camera crew can't see it, then it is disappeared. When we use the word disappear, we can use it like in a magic trick and we can remove it from the sight of the audience. And that counts as disappearance, as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know if Greg would have accepted that. Well, we know he didn't accept it with the river. I don't know if he would have accepted it if, you dug a big hole and threw the block of ice in. It's an interesting thought, though. No, so I think this is one where better just to tackle it straight on, just start melting it as quickly as you can. It's like Romesh hardly used any water at all. He just started smashing it. Poor performance. Roisin, I think Greg's words for her was uncharacteristically competent, and she still was second slowest. So, yeah, I think this is one where it's just tackle it head on, do what you know works, and hope you're fastest. After that, what was our second? Score 11 points. I love tasks like this. We've done similar things in future seasons. This reminds me of the team task in Lee Mack and Mike Wozniak's season, where they had to run from one end of the backyard of the yard to the gates, and there were pieces of paper they had to step on and stuff, but anytime they did something wrong, they get buzzed back to the beginning, and they had to figure out how to get to the end. And both teams ended up successful, but even 10 weeks later, no one had a clue what they did to do it right. This reminds me of that completely. I love that Frank and Tim figured it out, and I love even more that they lost despite that. That they only got 1 point. They got a pity point. Greg's scoring of the team task was harsher, I think. I'd have to double check, but I feel like he only gave. Did he only give 2 points to the kids for winning, and 1 point to the elders for figuring it out? Like, shouldn't they have gotten 5 for winning? It undervalues the team task, and I would be curious to see how they would have scored the final team task if there was some variance. Everybody only named one person correctly, so you just give 1 point across the board. It doesn't really affect anything. But would the winner, if there was a clear winner, have gotten 5 points, or would have they only gotten 2 or 3 based on how many names they remembered? I think in future seasons there's at least the continuity that the winner of a task almost always gets 5. Sometimes the team task gets split up, so like, one gets 5, one gets 4, and the other gets 2, or something like that. But 99 times out of 100, the winner gets 5, and that keeps everything on an even footing. It's been a little bit since I've watched episodes 1 and 2 because of my vacation and my subsequent illness. So I'm trying to remember whether there were any team tasks in the first 2 episodes, and I don't remember any. So this feels like the first team task. Already in episode 4, how many of those did we have? I like the team tasks have become a bigger part of the show, but again, this is only a 6-episode first season, so perhaps it's understandable. The show, despite being very much on the mark right from the beginning, there's still room for figuring things out, seeing what works really well and what doesn't work quite as successfully, and I'm sure that results in tweaks to the format in future series. Collecting tears. This is one that's been duplicated by other shows multiple times. I'm 90% sure. No, I know for a fact we've seen that on Kongan Befaller. I'm pretty positive that was maybe it wasn't on New Zealand, because New Zealand had a deal that they wouldn't take any tasks from the UK. But yeah, we've definitely seen it in Norway, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is one that gets picked up by a bunch of the other European versions. I would do the hot sauce thing. I like my hot sauces. I would immediately regret it upon rubbing it in my eye. I'm trying to think of what emotional moment from a movie or something I could use to trigger. But for those of you that have been on the channel for a while and watched some of my reactions to drama series, I don't cry very often. Even when I do get choked up and stuff, the tears don't necessarily flow fast and furious. So I'm not sure that I can think of anything that would trigger the waterworks. Now, that being said, I would love to hear your suggestions, your thoughts. What would you use to get the tears flowing? I've spent time as a line cook. I'm pretty immune to onions, so I don't think that would work for me. I think I'd have to go with causing myself actual pain, and the hot sauce route feels like the right way to go. But man, I'm sure I would be regretting that for the next couple of days. Anyhow, yeah. And then remembering names. I mean, yeah, I've got face blindness. You guys know that. So like, even if I could remember the names, keeping the names attached to faces would kill me. I would be very proud of myself if I managed to get 1 out of 3 right, which would be pure luck of the draw, because I think I'd only actively remember 5 or 6 names, period. Never mind keeping them attached to the right person. So yeah, I know I'd suck at that final task. But the highlight of the episode is the Josh Widdicombe solo tasks. I love that they picked on him. I love that they're doing this right from series 1. I love that this teaches all future contestants that you can't trust the producers, you can't trust Alex, you can't, that you should be expecting anything down the pipe. And I love that they don't do it every series either. They keep contestants constantly on their toes on this show. It's one of the things I love most about it. I love watching Josh's reaction to this because it's so unexpected. And I'm frankly a little surprised that he ended up getting a bonus point for it. I would have sworn that Greg would go, too bad, my rules, I'm the Taskmaster. Thank you for telling me how many beans in a can, and move on. But no, Josh got an extra point. I don't think it changed any of the final scoring. I feel like he's already well ahead on the series, so ultimately I don't think that point matters. But we'll keep it in mind when we get to the final episode and see if it would have swung anything, changed anything. Anyway, another great episode. I'm having so much fun revisiting these. What was your favorite moment from this episode? I'd love to hear in the comments below. Help me out with all those algorithm things. You guys, you spend time on YouTube. You know what to do. And until next week, everybody, take care. Stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.